Good morning, my friends.
Hey,
I'm out of
good morning.
TikTok jail, so I'm kind of jubilant.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it feels
Hopefully
good.
you learn.
It feels good. Yeah, I learned I can't talk about elections in Wisconsin.
You can't say the E word.
At all?
Yep. Learned
Well,
that the hard way myself.
I think it was a little more specific, but I was on a really big live. I was on like the 4,000, that Parker guy, Parker Get a Job. I think I was getting reported somewhat because I received 29 death threats as well, but, or unalive threats, but either way.
Well, I've got I've gotten lots of bans for saying the E word, so I
Hmm.
say civic duty day.
Hmm. See, I can learn things from Democrats. They say I can't, I always can. Yeah, I was getting kind of specific. I even told the guy, I was like, dude, I can't talk about this. Like I knew it. And then he just kept pushing and because he's kind of like one of those jabbery fast talkers, whatever. And then boom, we were like 30 some minutes in too. It sucked. Sucked. Whatever. Can't talk about ease. Civic duty days, which is weird because like, I mean, there's legitimate lecture. I mean, I don't get it. We don't need to talk about it. We get it, right?
It's an AI flag thing.
Yeah. But we agree that it's silly,
And
right?
oh, absolutely. I
Yeah.
hate the AI bots.
Yeah, how do we fix that? I'm kind of new to the app, so I don't know the
Uh,
TikTokeroos politics.
we don't.
Yeah, we just kind
We
of
just
put up with it.
code our language like toddlers.
Toddler language. Well, I used to have a few of those, so maybe I'll. Yeah. Well, what's going on with you guys tonight? What are we're usually don't not talking to Megas this late, so you must be itching for I don't know, a bright light in your face.
Well, yeah, I have about 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes before I have to take my daughter to volleyball tryouts. So I already slept and I'm awake.
Oh, I got you. Well, good luck on the tryouts tomorrow. That's her this morning. That's exciting.
Hopefully,
What
fingers
if you
crossed.
want to say what you or what age level is that at?
She's in 16 U's.
Oh wow, damn, you got old. Okay, wow, that's like serious or volleyball. Damn.
Hmm.
Well, we got wrestling
It's like
coming up.
actual.
Yeah, yeah, she's like looking at maybe going to college, huh? That's cool.
Yep.
Well, we got wrestling coming up, so I'm excited for that.
I'm totally out of my element. I don't even know how to navigate political talk at 4:15 my time in the morning. So I'm just kind of here hanging out with Manda. So she's not alone talking to whichever Trumpers. Is there something on your mind or a topic, or you just wanted
Oh,
to
I've been banned by like
press?
six. I mean, I was just out of TikTok jail, and I've been banned by about 4 to 6 lives already tonight. Just tonight. That's my average though, which is sad. It's really
Do
sad.
you, do you do you think it's maybe the things you say?
Well, you haven't banned me yet, so you're stronger and better than the rest of them, right? I've been on your show like 4 or 5 times now.
Yeah, you
Okay,
have.
well, you haven't banned me. You've just dumped me every time, which is normal. I'm saying like ban, not dump. That's every time. My goal is to get dumped overall because if that's better for your algorithm. But no, you should see this stuff. Sometimes we're just talking about like one of these guys tonight. He thought that the Congress was holding up the spending resolution. Well, it's clearly on the Senate. Well, I was trying to like respectfully prove the point. Boom, dumped over that ban. Like, how do you can't fight that, right? You look you look surprised.
Um,
Like you don't leave your little
yeah,
bubble though, right? Like you're here all the time. See, I navigate around. I'm a traveler.
I'm I'm not. I'm not here all the time.
Oh.
I go live usually every night, but I am out in the world during the days.
Right. Well, what I mean is like when you're live all night, I'm traveling the TikTok world. So I'm talking to like sometimes hundreds of Democrats and you're just here. So I might, I just see a different world, I guess. I'm just trying to say.
Also, Nemo, I have to take my daughter to tryouts for volleyball, so I'm only on here to like abuse MAGA for like 30 minutes. Nemo's like, abuse MAGA? Hell yeah.
He loves that.
30 minutes.
He loves
30
abusing
minutes of
MAGA. Democrats do.
MAGA abuse.
Democrats are kind of bullies sometimes.
I was just going to say 30 minutes of MAGA abusement is better than none.
True.
Oh my God. Trent last night.
I miss Trent. Justice for Trent. Bring him back. Wake up.
Oh my God. He delived me so hard.
So I've been hearing this this kind of propaganda about Argentina for like 3 weeks on here, and then I did a little research finally, and it turns out that Trump didn't give any money. So do you know how the transfer went down in Argentina?
I think Nemo does.
Yeah. So I just saw some stuff the other day, and I'm like, wow, that's different than what the TikTok people have been saying.
Ask it again.
He's asking about how the transfer went down in Argentina.
What about it?
Well, TikTok's been telling me that Trump gave them $40 billion. So then finally some articles came out in the past couple days that I looked at, and it doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm wondering if you know that deal. Like, why did they say Trump gave them money?
It's a currency swap, right?
Yeah, exactly. Apparently it's like private banks money. So Trump just kind of like had to give the go-ahead for it, but it wasn't like our money, right? It wasn't taxpayer money. He's in the executive. That made no sense to me ever.
It wasn't our money.
Right. But TikTok makes it like sound like it is. So that was kind of a disingenuous thing from...
How is it not our money?
Well, it was a currency swap from private banks. So they just kind of... I don't know the details, but it doesn't sound like it was like taxpayer money given away. It was, there's some serious financial issues going on in Argentina. Apparently they defaulted on like 3 other loans. Like they apparently had a submarine repossessed from a creditor. Like they're in bad shape. But they needed some currency swap for propping up theirs, possibly. I'm not the financial expert on that one. But from my understanding, it wasn't like our taxpayer money that went to it. Of course it wasn't, because Trump can't authorize that. So it was private bank money. So it was private banks that allowed a currency swap. So they took their currency and swapped it for U.S. dollars, basically. It's my understanding.
That's incorrect. That was government money.
Yeah, it was a way of circumventing the IMF. It wasn't just private banks.
So how did they get our financial dollars just from Trump's approval? What account did he was able to pull from then?
Say again?
Well, Trump's not the Congress, right? He doesn't have the power of the purse unless there's some account that he can control, is my understanding. Like, so how did he give them $40 billion?
So I'm trying to remember what this is.
People are saying it with security bonds.
Yeah, it's the U.S. Treasury committed the money to Argentina.
Oh, there.
Yeah, but they swapped like their dollars for our dollars. But there's a private bank. There's private banks involved in the middle, man, too. Like, Trump can't just give them $40 billion.
He didn't give, they swapped currency.
Right. But that wasn't our currency. Well, it was our currency, but it wasn't our money. It was banks' money. Like, the banks are the ones that are in debt to, like, Argentina. They're fucked.
It wasn't private banking.
That's what I read from, actually, of all sources. It was CNBC or MSNBC. So take that as it is. It was NBC. People are saying U.S. Treasury, but sure, the money. Yes, it was a currency swap from the U.S. Treasury. That makes sense. But Trump isn't the Congress, so he can't just authorize $40 billion. I mean, if he could do that, he could have got his wall built the first term easily.
I got it on the screen how they did it.
Okay.
The U.S. Treasury commits deposits the money to Argentina central bank, and Argentina does the same.
Right. Yeah, we took their dollars for ours.
Correct.
Yeah, so they
It's
just
not part
wanted
of
our
that.
dollars. So he didn't give them. I mean, it was 1-for-1. It was 20 billion, and then I think they credited. I think they borrowed the other 20 because it's like 40 billion total now.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's just a swap of money, but the money is worth the same at the time we took the swap. So we just took the Argentina peso at 20 billion.
Right.
But
But the problem
you
is,
just said.
it's highly inflated money.
Yeah, I know
Yes.
it's messed up. And then hopefully it gains value. I guess is that our goal, or are we just going to sell it on the market? I don't know what we're going to do with it.
Well, no, it's going to be a loss. The whole purpose of doing it is to get into Argentina, try to control their politics.
Yeah, I get that part. Absolutely. We probably need to.
Need to?
Yeah, I don't think a destabilized Argentina and the shithole of South America is the best course of action for the United States.
If
But
it's a shithole, why get involved?
because all of South America is an asshole. So I think Argentina is maybe worth saving. But again, I'm speculating. I have no idea. That's why I asked this. Like, these are one of these that maybe we can agree on, that maybe this wasn't the best deal. But I'm just trying to find facts, and it's been kind of hard over the past 3 weeks.
I mean, it
'Cause-
sounds like you're not really reading about it. Like
Well,
this was done by Scott Bessent and Donald Trump.
Right. Well, the narrative right away was like we gave them money, but then you hear this currency exchange 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later. So obviously that was incorrect, right? Does that make sense? So it felt like the propaganda wasn't really holding.
So, do you know who Scott Bessent is?
No, I don't.
You don't know who Scott Bessent is.
I don't believe so. Am I supposed to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, I don't.
I mean, since with this topic, it would kind of be important.
Well, that's why I
Do you know
brought it up.
Javier
I have a lot of
Milei is?
questions on it. I have a lot of questions
Do you
on it.
know
That's why I brought
Javier
it up.
Milei?
Javier
Do
Milei.
you know
Yeah,
who
that one.
Javier Milei is?
Yeah, is he an Argentina guy? Or is he South American? I don't know. You guys talk about this shit all night. I don't. So I'm just asking questions.
I mean, it's kind of wild how you're describing things as propaganda, but it sounds like you don't even know
Well,
the names of the people involved.
Yeah, I don't need to know the names of the people involved. It was just
You don't?
no, not really. So I was just explaining
Why?
the actions because those are small details that don't really matter to me.
There's small details.
Yeah, very
I
small
mean,
details. Like
You mentioned private banks. Do you know the
Yeah.
names of the banks?
I don't remember the MSNBC. I don't even know if they mentioned them.
Got it. Okay.
Again, it was from
banks.
MSNBC. Remember, like NBC.
Okay.
So liberal as shit.
Was one of the names perhaps Scott Bessent? Was that somebody
Dude.
who might have been involved?
I'll answer you for the fourth time. I don't know that name.
These are key details.
They might be, but not to me. They aren't. But
They might be.
okay. Well, why don't you explain how they are key details?
Scott Bessent is the Treasury Secretary.
There you go. Okay. So what does that have to do with pretty much anything? Besides, he's a
He headed the
treasury.
deal.
Yeah. Okay. But did Trump direct him? Obviously.
Yes.
Okay. So besides that, what does that matter?
Besides Trump telling the Treasury Secretary what to do with
Yeah.
Argentina and Javier Milei, the president of Argentina,
Yeah, that's what
for
I
a
guessed.
currency swap, you're telling me what? Besides that, what
Yeah.
else?
Well, I don't know. What we
That's
understand.
literally the entire thing.
Well, okay, we've come to that conclusion that they've had a currency swap. I didn't need to know the names
Uh-huh.
involved. I don't
Yeah,
believe.
you kind of should though,
Oh, well, I didn't.
because your original assertion was that.
Well,
it was
I
a
go to
currency
work in the
swap.
day and
Hold
stuff
on,
and have
calm
3
down,
kids,
listen
so-
closely.
Yeah.
Your original assertion
Uh.
was that it was a currency swap that was conducted by private banks,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
And then all of a sudden, it's clear that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because Scott Bessent was the one that carried this shit out
Yeah.
at Donald Trump's direction with Javier Milei, which is
Yeah.
kind of the entire thing,
Right.
which kind of implies that you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, I did. I said there was a currency swap between Donald Trump, the
No,
Treasury,
no.
and Argentina. So I didn't need to know the
you
people
don't-
involved
no,
in
no.
between.
It wasn't the Treasury.
Those are just
in
my
Argentina.
employees.
You said private banks. You said
Yeah.
private banks.
Oh, that was the extra 20 then.
You said private banks.
Yeah, I'm trying to clarify if all the 40 was a currency swap or there was like some loans of the other half. And it sounds like there was loans with the private banks, but you haven't clarified yet.
Which part?
With the private banks, how are the private banks involved in this deal? Because
I
NBC
have
News,
no idea.
well,
what you're
NBC
talking about with
News,
private
well,
banks.
private NBC News mentioned that in this article that I just had read the other day, like yesterday or the day before. They mentioned private banks being involved in this currency swap and or deal, but they were a little coy about it too, because I don't think they understand because they're NBC
They're a
News.
little coy. You're talking about NBC News.
Yeah,
is
they
playing coy.
didn't have all the details in this article that I would have liked. But you seem to be an expert, so I'm asking.
Well, I'm trying to reverse engineer whatever allegation you're making from an NBC article that.
I mean, I could pull it up if we really cared, but it's like
I would love for you to pull it up, please.
Yeah, let me get to my laptop first so I can stay on screen. Yeah, it was like one of those. I'll just pull it up. Who knows though? Oh, inflation. Yeah, somebody else was wrong there tonight. It proved them. You're good on inflation, no, I'm sure. You know what the BLS is, right? I argued with the guy tonight that blocked me. He didn't even know what the BLS was. Holy cow. How do I go about this? Finding this again.
Nemo, you were waiting for a debate all night, huh?
Shit, I
know
hate this.
was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, Scott Bassett, name right there. You're right. There it is.
Okay, so we're now reading something.
Yeah. I don't know if this is what I saw. I think it is. It doesn't look right.
You can't recognize it?
Yeah, it's from NBC. That's why I don't recognize it. I think it was a CNBC
You just said
or
that
MSNBC.
you saw an article from NBC.
Yeah, no, but I thought it was MSNBC or CNBC, not just NBC.
Okay.
It's pretty reading on my phone. You'd think I'd be... Well, I didn't think to be put on the spot here. Sorry. I'm usually pretty good at this. So I just put an NBC Argentina currency swap USA. Let's try CNBC. 4 weeks ago. Yes. It's pretty much the same article. Shocker.
Dude, you're stalling. I have the info on the screen.
Control F.
Oh.
You got it?
I got it.
I'm going to type in private bank.
It's a private sector sovereign wealth fund. Secretary Treasurer Scott Bessent announced he's working to coordinate a separate $20 billion from private banks.
There you go. Private banks. Huh. Kind of knew what I was talking about. Look at. Does that help you? Oh, it's right there.
This is separate from the $20 billion that the U.S. government is giving.
Right, that's kind of what I said. Yeah, there's like 2 deals.
Okay. But your original claim was it was all private money.
Well, I didn't know. No, I just said there was private banks mentioned in this article, and then I thought my conclusion at the end was 20 billion for private and 20 billion in currency exchange.
That wasn't your original.
Yeah.
Sure, but that's what we came to as a conclusion after kind of
so
talking
you
over
agree
for
that
5
that was
minutes.
not your original
I don't
assertion?
remember, but this is what
You don't remember your original assertion?
Well, I was kind of confused at the first, but that kind of it coincides with what
You're
we came to.
confused about the exact thing that you think?
I mean, yes, if you want to debate about that, but that's kind of what I said, though.
You
So
kind of
what do
said-
we? Where does? So it doesn't look like any money was like given, like any of our money was given to them, right?
20 billion.
No, it was a currency swap. We took 20 billion of their money, and now that we gave them 20 billion USD.
Yes, and what we got back in return was highly inflated money. The value is going to decrease on that money.
Well,
it is a loss.
It might not. It might increase though.
It might
Let's-
not.
It might
Look at
not.
the history.
Oh, I agree. I agree with you or your concern.
It's like buying Enron stock in 2000.
Well, actually, that probably been okay. 2001's when they dumped, right?
Tank, how many times did you say that Argentina defaulted?
I'm gonna guess again 3, but it's at least we'll just say 3.
You said 9, did you not?
No, I said 3, but we're
pretty sure you said 9.
We'll pretend it was 9. It really doesn't matter.
Okay.
I said 3, but we can pretend I said whatever. Yeah, they default. They had a submarine that was repossessed for a short period of time from a creditor. Apparently, that was in that article too, or another one I read. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, but we didn't give them any. Trump didn't give them taxpayer.
Hey, can anybody tell me when we created the sovereign wealth fund here in America? Because that's an important factor.
I have no idea.
Hey there, Amanda. How you doing, love? Ethan, Nemo,
What's up?
Ellie, Ken. Hey, can anybody, specifically you, Intang, can you tell me when America created the sovereign wealth fund?
No, I don't know that date, sir.
Do you know what a sovereign wealth fund is?
I'm just gonna say no, but I've heard of it. But I'm gonna say no because I'm gonna say no.
What countries usually have sovereign wealth funds?
I don't know.
Ones with dictators and kings. We didn't create a sovereign wealth fund in America until 2025. And can you tell me where that money miraculously came from?
What money? This 20 billion? Are you saying?
Any of the sovereign wealth fund?
Well, I don't know a whole lot about them. You brought this up, and I'm uneducated, sir.
So you don't have a problem with them showing you that half the money came from the United States taxpayers, and then the other half came from whatever private entity that you said that it came from. But it actually said it came from the sovereign wealth fund, which was created in 2025 by Donald J. Trump.
He just was able to decree this?
I don't know how he created it because we've never had one before.
Well, how did he? You seem to know a lot more than me about it. So how did he do it?
Did the private entity that you just read, the information that you just read, did it say that that money came, the other 20 million came from private entities and the sovereign wealth fund?
I didn't put anything on the screen. That was somebody else.
The information that you provided.
I haven't provided any information yet, sir. I've just been speaking vocally.
Where did you get the information from?
It wasn't me, sir. That was somebody else.
Yes, it literally was you. You gave him the direction. You gave him the article. He pulled the article up, so it was your information.
Yeah, sort of. I just kind of gave some bullet points, and somebody pulled something else up.
Would he have pulled up? Would he have pulled up?
Well, that's the information. Then. We'll just go off of that. That's how it's working.
So why don't you know what a sovereign wealth fund is if you used it in an argument?
Because we didn't talk about that and it wasn't mentioned in that article that I recall.
You was the one that mentioned the private banks.
Yes.
So that you should have read that to its finale, and then you should have asked yourself.
I don't believe it was in the NBC News article that I read.
Why did this money come from a sovereign wealth fund
again,
that we never had?
I don't know. How did he create that?
I don't know. Let's find out together.
Yeah, we should.
Go ahead and Google it. You got your.
I'm not the one that's questioning it. I'm not.
You got your. Hey,
no, I'm done opening my
extra device on me right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm done opening my laptop.
Device on me right now.
I don't need to open my laptop up for this one.
I know you.
This is your point, dude.
Cut your laptop back on.
No, that costs money.
So again, y'all were right, Nemo. That came from governmental funds, because you can't just create a sovereign wealth fund out of nothing. They have the type of money that they use to send to Argentina. So you were 100% correct, Nemo. He led you on a wild goose chase.
Wait, Intang, didn't you just pull out your laptop? But
yeah, but I never showed anything. And then the other guy got it up there, and so I didn't need to, so I gave up. And now I'm back to my comfortable position.
So is there a limit of times you can turn on your laptop a day?
Yeah, they cost money. I don't know, it's like a quarter per pull. It's like a vending machine. No, I just wasn't gonna open it up to search his bullshit. So it's for him to bring up, not me.
Well, why did I bring up your bullshit?
You were faster than me, because I was reviewing, and I don't know if you found my bullshit, but it's something we agreed upon. I recalled enough of what you brought up, so we agreed upon it.
You didn't recall
Yeah, I said 20 here, 20 there, private bank,
You
and
didn't say
treasury.
20 here, 20 there.
Yeah, I did. I said 20 in the currency
No,
swap,
you
20
didn't.
in the private bank loan, and I didn't know
You
who
said that it
Scott Besson
all- you
was,
said it was
and
all
I did, and then that was
private
it.
banks. You said it was all private
Yeah,
banks.
and then the more we talked it over, I said, "Oh wait, it was a split deal. It was 20 currency swap and 20 loan." So I don't know why we can't just get past that.
Get past you making an assertion that's bullshit.
I may have corrected myself, but at least I do.
You didn't correct yourself.
Well, I'll correct myself again. It was 20 in a currency swap, 20 in a private bank loan. Can we agree on that?
Private bank loan from whom?
Private banks. I don't know. Whatever
Private
these
banks?
private banks
Which ones?
are. I don't.
Surely you're not talking about the World Bank. I hope to God.
Well, who gave him the loan? Why can't you tell me how this deal worked? All I've been asking
Are
is
you
how this
talking
deal
about the
worked,
World
and I've
Bank?
been trying to. Why
Are you
can't
talking about the World Bank?
I don't know.
You don't know if you're talking about the World Bank?
I don't believe so. I think they've already defaulted against the World Bank. But again, I'm speculating off of what I may recall from some dumb MEC article. Why can't you tell me how this deal worked? You guys are the experts.
I'm trying to understand what the fuck you're trying to imply.
I'm trying to ask how this
I'm
deal
sorry, go
worked,
ahead,
and
Itchy.
none of you Democrats seem to know
Shut
how
up,
this
Insect.
deal
Go ahead,
worked.
Itchy.
Yeah, from the information that I'm providing right here, can somebody read that information? Because I swear to God, it seems like that sovereign wealth fund is still our money.
Yeah.
If
Sovereign
it was
wealth fund is
collected- if it
created
was
through an
collected
executive
off of
order.
tariffs.
February
Tariffs.
2025.
Well, that's something Trump can get on tariffs. Potential corporate potential. That doesn't mean it's for sure. So that would be through the BBB, possibly.
Intake. What words do you see in blue?
Well, those are links.
Yeah, what does it say?
Yeah, an executive order play. Yeah, I read that in 2025 from
Well,
Trump,
he
and then I
creates
saw how he
executive order.
funded it, which is through his ways, tariffs, and then potential. Well, that would be the BBB, so that would be legislative, and then after that would be a bunch of they don't know.
I think the courts just ruled that tariffs are a tax on the American people. So is it safe to say that all of this money that they sent to Argentina came from the American people?
Yeah, but he has discretion for those tariffs then, because those are his tariffs. That's the executive getting in revenue.
That's American taxpayer money, dude.
No, it's tariff money actually. It's different.
Yeah, that the American taxpayers pay.
No, people that purchase products in the United States or importers or the economy pay. I mean, capitalism pays for it basically. It's
Yeah,
different.
the American people pay it.
It's not a
Whether
tax.
it's the
though.
American
It's not really a
corporations,
tax.
whether it's the American hey, I'm not gonna scream over it. I got people in my house. Whether it's American corporations or the American customers, American people still pay those tariffs. And the question that I have for you is, why are you okay with Donald Trump having a slush fund that was only created this year?
Well, there's three factors with the tariffs overall. You really need to go through those.
I asked you about tariffs. I didn't ask you about tariffs.
Well, you don't
I made a
have to-
comment about
you don't
tariffs.
have
I didn't
to
ask you.
put
I
it-
asked you about.
I don't know. It
why
sounds
do
like a
you
business.
have why
Yeah.
are you okay with Donald Trump having a slush fund?
Yeah. Usually you wait for an answer before you talk over somebody, but you're rude. So, yeah, I'm just going to give
I
you the
just
bullshit.
corrected you because I
Okay,
didn't say
so
shit
you're
about
still
tariffs. I
not.
made
You're
a
still
comment
not
about
allowing me to
tariffs, but the
answer.
question that I
It's really
asked
weird that you ask
was
me
about
questions.
why
I
is
don't
Donald
answer.
Trump have a slush fund?
Is there a
of
reason why you
taxpayer
shout
money?
over me? I mean, is it like an
Taxpayer
aggressive thing? You
Yeah,
think
of
you're bigger
taxpayer
than me?
money.
You think you're big?
Aggressive,
You think
I
you're
am
better than me?
bigger. I'm faster. I'm stronger. I
You
fight
think you're
better.
faster? I'm pretty fast.
Yeah, I'm faster. I'm bigger. I'm faster. I
I'm not
fight
getting
better. I
that.
fuck better. My dick's bigger.
I don't get in
So if
fights.
you want to make it a personal thing,
Yeah.
we can do that. But all
Well,
I asked
I'm
you
not
about was
violent,
the personal
so
slush
I don't
fund.
know why you went to violence.
All I
That's
asked, I
weird.
know you're not violent. Y'all
Right.
talk-
Usually
y'all talk
people shut up
violent
and
on
let me
TikTok.
answer, but
You
apparently
talk
you don't.
violent on TikTok. So can you please tell me why you're okay with your president having a slush fund?
Well, yeah, I was trying to answer
that's
about
what I asked.
Okay, I'm still trying to answer, and you're still trying to talk over me. So I guess my my now fun answer is going to be because he's a business guy and he figured out how to have a slush fund. So that's my answer now.
You cook. Thank you, cook.
Yeah, I think he's pretty smart, and he figured out a way to have a slush fund, so he created one. And
He figured
Yeah.
out a way.
I figured it out. It sounds like it's legal.
Great intake. How does
I mean,
Donald
you
Trump
understand this is
smart?
not my serious answer, right? But I'm going to play it. Okay.
How did the tariffs benefit you?
Overall, they suck money back into the government because the government bonded too much money through the Democrats with Joe Biden through the infrastructure bill of $1.2 billion and the ARPA bill of $1.9 billion.
Billion?
Trillion, sorry. 1.9 trillion and
Good job,
1.2 trillion. Yeah, yeah. I'm talking lots of numbers tonight, but thank you for correcting me.
Wait, but wasn't the first thing you said in Tank when you got here was something about the money we're giving Argentina? You saw in an article. It turns out it's not our money.
Yeah.
Didn't you say something along those lines?
Right. It turned out to be a currency swap and money from private banks.
Well, I don't think that's what just happened.
Well, then I've been waiting for an explanation for about a half hour. So if you could explain it, that'd be awesome.
I do believe it's been explained to you multiple times with illustrations on the screen.
Yeah. So what I just said is correct or incorrect?
Your original claim was...
No, my claim from right now, the one I just said, the 20 and the 20.
What is your claim now?
The 20 for a currency swap and the 20 from private banks.
Yes, that's not your claim. That's what we educated you about.
That's where we're at right now. So is that correct or incorrect? It doesn't matter what I may have said 30 minutes ago.
That's something you learned from us.
Yeah, I came here to learn. I don't know how many more times I have to say it. I come to the experts. So I want to settle on that. We're at 20 billions in a currency swap and 20 billions in private banks. Can we agree on that?
We don't need to settle on it because we already knew it and we educated you.
Yes. Okay, good. So that's where we're at. I don't know why that's so hard to admit.
The real question is, did you learn from us?
Sort of. Yes.
Sort of.
I'll just say yes. I'll just say yes to make it easy. Because I believe after I talked it out my first time that I recalled that it was a 20 and 20 split.
I don't think you recalled. I think you learned it from us.
Hey, Ellie, I've got a question.
No, I kind of made you guys look up the article, but
did we not just learn that 20 from banks was actually from Donald Trump's tariffs and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm keeping up.
Since we're not going to get it from Intank, like I can just cosplay as him real quick. Hey guys, sorry. My
I'm just trying to. If you could spell it out like within one sentence for everybody, that would be great.
Wrong. I concede. I was wrong. Let's move on. Yeah. Okay.
Right. If somebody could spell it out in one sentence, that would be awesome. But nobody has yet.
Sure. We can all agree that you were wrong, and now
you
but say that.
We can get past that as well. And it just
Great, so
how is this working? Why is it so hard to explain?
Thank you for having me up, man.
I don't know. Nobody wants to explain how this deal is working for some reason because I don't think they fucking know what's going on.
All right, Itchy.
Thanks for coming up, Itchy.
Take care, Itchy.
I
don't think any of you guys really know what's going on yet. So if somebody could spell it out in a sentence or two, that'd be great.
Sure. Well, if we don't know what's going on, how can we spell it out? Why don't you spell it out for us?
I have multiple times, sir. I would like you to spell it out for me and for the rest of the audience.
Okay, great. This is what I learned from you so far. There's $40 billion coming from Argentina, and private banks are giving $40 billion to Argentina. It's not a money swap.
I think you're incorrect. No, I think you're incorrect.
No,
really, I would like you to tell us how the deal is actually working, but apparently you're uneducated on it, so somebody else can.
Great. I think we already discussed it.
I thought that not me, but I thought they were the experts, but now they're uneducated on it.
Yeah, you guys can't. You can't paraphrase it, can you? Why is it so hard?
Well,
what is the purpose of the swap?
I would like this. I would like the deal paraphrased out, and then we can go forward.
Sure. $20 billion from the Treasury in a currency swap with Argentina. $20 billion from the sovereign fund. Okay?
There we go.
Now, what is the benefit of doing this for the USA?
I'll say it again. Apparently stabilizing the Argentina government because having another shithole in the shithole of South America is probably not in the best interest of the United States of America. That would be my guess.
What's your guess?
Were you for funding Ukraine?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Maybe this is a radical take, but I think that we could have kept those billions in our shithole country. That might be a little too...
The ones that we sent to Ukraine?
No, the Argentinian ones, the billions we're talking about.
Well, we did a currency swap, so it was 1-for-1. So we got money back for it, apparently.
Highly inflated money, don't forget.
How was it?
It was for the exact dollar at that exact time. So it was a 1-for-1 deal.
How?
And our money is deflating as well, so it's a 1-for-1 deal.
Our money is deflating.
Oh, well, it's inflating, so it's decreasing in value. Our money is decreasing in value.
Can you please answer Kendrick's question?
I'm
Also,
muted,
hi, Amanda.
so you
Why
can't
are you
hear
up
me.
so early?
Volleyball tryouts. Actually, I gotta head out. But I'll let this wrap up.
Wrap it up.
Well, answer Kendrick's question first.
I didn't hear it. I need to hear it again. Thank you.
I mean, how is this 1-for-1? I don't get how is it equal?
Well, I mean, in my general assumption is when you take, $1 and 1 peso, it's worth the same at that time.
That's incorrect.
No.
$1 is worth 1,400 pesos.
Well, okay, yeah, so then you get 1,400 pesos per dollar. How is this hard to understand?
And what happens if their peso becomes hyperinflated?
Yeah, that's the risk, but I don't know the rest of the deal, but yeah, apparently, let's just assume that that's the risk because it is probably highly inflated and shitty, kind of like our dollar, thanks to Democrats. But
Great. So why would you, if you saw something that's garbage, why would you throw good money at it?
Because again, I'm going to say it maybe for the 5th time, having another shithole country in the shithole of South America is probably not the best interest of the United States of America.
It's not answering.
That's my guess, but you guys haven't told me anything different, so I don't know other than Trump bad. All I've heard from you is Trump bad, and all I can give you is a guess because you guys haven't said a damn word.
We never said Trump was bad anywhere in this.
Yeah, nobody said Trump is bad.
So why do you think Trump's doing this then? Why do you think the United States of America is doing this?
Wait, and Tank, don't crash out so soon, man. Ethan and Itchy both provided sources on the screen. You have yet to provide a source. You're trying to save money under Trump's economy, and you're refusing to open your laptop.
I'm just giving you my opinions. Why do you think the Trump administration is doing this?
Is this opinion or is this
pretty much because unless you're an elected official, this is all opinion, right? Not like
in my opinion, it's because the country is being ran by children.
Well,
and they're incompetent and they don't know what they're doing.
That's not a good argument, but okay.
Okay, well, that's about the same quality argument you've been giving.
I disagree.
TrustMeBro.com.
I disagree. I'll say it for maybe for the 6th time. Having a shitty country in an already shitty South America is probably not in the best interest of the United States of America. So that's my opinion of why this is happening. But again, I don't know. I haven't talked to a Trump official about this. I'm wondering what your opinion is. Why? Why do you think the Trump administration is doing this?
I gave it to you.
Okay, because they're childish. Wow, that's really...
Yes, because they're incompetent.
So educated. Okay, well, this is a sophomore conversation at this point then. I thought Amanda could get some better guests, but...
It's a sophomore conversation with someone who doesn't even know basic fucking details of a deal.
You don't
I didn't know who Scott Bassett was, but apparently I remember him forever.
It's kind of important when we're talking about things.
It really wasn't.
The Treasury.
It wasn't.
It wasn't important to know Scott Besant's name.
Not really. No.
Or
I mean, you're just trying to debate little points because you're not educated enough to speak on this point. But
or since you told us to take a guess of what's going on, my guess would be if things are following linear lines, Donald Trump is getting the head of the fleet, and he's getting somewhere ready for his smartsy regime to run to. Because if things follow the linear line, then that's where they're going in 3 years.
Heck yeah,
they're running to Argentina.
Yes,
he's getting the head of the game. Now.
Did you hear that from me? This is my story. Or did you hear?
No,
All
why
right.
would I repeat any fucking thing that you said?
Because it's a funny thing that I've said that, well, it's been a week, but I've said that.
Why would I repeat anything that you said?
Do you know how he's getting down to Argentina?
I don't know. Take a bus for all I get.
No. He's got no.
Ride a scooter. He can get on one of. He can get on one of your Elon Musk rocket ships.
No, he's got.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, he's got that.
You asked what was going on.
Oh my gosh!
I gave you.
Why don't you ever be quiet?
My idea of what I think is going on.
Why doesn't this guy ever be quiet? I got the answer.
Because I'm smarter than you. Because
Ellie,
I'm smarter
why doesn't he? I want to tell everybody. It's funny. Okay, so he's got that 747 from Qatar. That's how he's getting down to Argentina, because that's where all the schmazzi's fled after 45. Trump's obviously a schmazzi. He's got a 747. He's got our money. Boom, boom, boom. Down to Argentina.
Anyway, guys. In tank. Anyway, guys. In tank.
2,500 viewers.
Pick this conversation up at another time. I am about 5 minutes
Good luck on
past
volleyball.
getting ready to head out the door that I'm supposed to do. So everybody wish my daughter good luck on her volleyball tryouts today for club.